Oh, you're not going to have the new link.
Why not?
Because you put it in the carriage instead of the train.
Does it matter?
Oh yeah, it looks nicer and it doesn't float.
Well, surely it'll just do it when it...
Nope. If you put the link in the logo, it'll attach the long one. If you put it in the card, it'll make a short one.
We'll reverse it for the first one then, Pups. Mia, is he going misty?
You want me to flick the switch for you?
One I've gone past, please.
Yeah.
Also, the one ahead looks like it's going to derail me.
Yeah. The harp switches don't automatically move.
I literally just opened up my mini map.
Flip.
Well,
Yeah, yes, Pups, I would like you to automatically flick the switches for me, please.
I was literally opening up my mini map. I had to refresh Railroads Online.
well, that's gone well.
I love the randomness of when you drop this thing.
It never used to be that
No,
bad.
it never used to be that bad. It like just randomly bounces now. Right. Should I reverse now, or do you need to set some points? Like, that looks like it should be in the middle to me.
I'm doing it now. Now come back.
Listen, Chris, I object to the title of that clip.
Big?
That should be Pups Kills the Steam Engine.
No, I did not kill the steam engine.
I was not in charge of points. That was given to the task of Mr. Puppy, who even offered to do it.
But I can't do nothing. I have to go do Control R on Railroads Online to get it to refresh and show. Slow down. Speed up. You need to go backwards, Paul.
Well, you never specified a direction, mate. You went slow down, speed up, so I sped up.
Now you could go forwards. Right, you get to go back. We're doing speed hookups now.
Yeah. All right.
Yep, go.
So who's doing the load calculations on your train then?
Paul.
Are we through?
Yep, you're good.
Oh,
What? What?
Did it die again?
I don't know. Obviously, pups are doing trains. What's everybody else doing? I kind of get feelings we're doing something.
Just loading.
So it's not that then.
I'm just building.
Maybe because something. Maybe it crashes when it's trying to autosave, but it doesn't pause the game while it's doing it, so something is changing while it's saving or something.
Well, we have two options. We either leave the beta.
Well, it saved at 18:45, which is 5 minutes ago, which means it was about to save again.
Yeah.
Which does feel like the autosave is doing it.
Is the autosave still turned on in extended?
No,
No, it's
turned it off.
It must be the autosave doing it.
Yeah, it feels like the autosave is the problem. I mean, it is a new thing, isn't it? But
Yeah.
Pleb, thank you for subbing with Prime.
I thought you were calling me a pleb then. I was like, what? I was like, what did I do?
Gabby, thank you for 27 months. Evan, thank you for 19. It's your dad's birthday. You say all the best birthdays? Keep saying it.
At this point, I genuinely feel like opting out of the beta because it's been unstable more than the regular one.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, Tommy,
The sky is nice, I agree, but it's not critical to gameplay.
the problem is our saves probably won't load anymore now in the old one.
I was going to say, are the saves tied to the beta now or not?
Pretty sure.
I don't see anything that would tie him to the beta.
The other thing I
Well-
could do is just disable the autosave, and then as long as we have a way of reminding me to save it regularly, that'll be fine. But
I mean, I
said
can
that-
remind you to save it every 5 minutes.
Just have chat do it.
maybe every
That'll
15.
go well.
It does feel like every time it tries to autosave, that's when it hangs.
Yeah.
Because every last save is always exactly 5 minutes from the crash. So I could turn that off and we'll try it one last time.
Can we do it where we do you reckon it's because it's say trying to save it's trying to save so close to each other? Like maybe if you set it to like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but if it dies, we lose 15 minutes.
Right, where's my... Put a 15-minute timer up.
Maybe that's why autosave was turned off.
Well, that implies they knew it would crash, which then implies
Well-
why keep it in if they know it's just going to crash people's games?
Who
Data
knows?
in it. Are we only going for 5 minutes again now?
Right,
Or are we at
so-
10 minutes already? And it saved once directly and then crashed the second time.
Also, it's not just autosave that's crashing it because it crashed when we didn't have autosave enabled and we lost an hour and a half.
True.
That is true.
I've only just remembered that, so
Yeah,
I
but
was-
that's an instability thing, isn't it? Still,
yeah.
Well, you want
Okay,
to revert back then? Try the base game.
I would rather go base game than.
We don't know if it'll load, but we can try it.
Yeah.
Did you start the new save after upgrading? No, we did not. You can. No, we just loaded our previous saving.
Which might also be a problem.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna load this one. in the normal one because it's gonna be going back to UE4 again. I'm guessing quite a lot of settings are different.
Let me have a look.
In theory, the save isn't going to work because it's now not named slot 1 to 10. So in the base game, it needs to either be renamed to slot 10 for it to load, or it's not going to load it at all. Because there's not like a load select on the base game, is there? It only selects the 10 available slots and doesn't tell you which slot you're looking at.
It doesn't say anything in the patch notes about whether it will or will not work if you revert back.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
There's nothing in there. Changing back to the main version will not load a beta save file. The format is different.
That's what I guessed.
So, unfortunately, that means we are
Stuck with the beta version.
into instability. Well, I don't know. If it gets too annoying, we'll just stop. If it keeps crashing. You should be able to jump into the server anyway.
Do you have a timer, Paul, or do you want me to give it?
I've got a timer. It's currently set for 12 more minutes now.
I'm guessing it saves all the weather information in the save file as well. That's why it's that bigger. That's much bigger.
Possibly.
Good old desync. I'm just seeing the Class 48 drive away.
Where's my mouse gone? Can't control. Can't control. Literally lost my mouse. Now I've got it back. Literally, because I went to save and turn autosave off, lost the mouse, tabbed out, tabbed back in, nothing fixed it. I had to jump out and jump back in the logo for it to actually work. You have to click to reverse it, folks.
I am, but it's not exactly the most intuitive thing.
Can we do it?
Your page has not been unintentionally left blank, Paul.
Oh, I'll do it.
I was going to say, I've just I've managed to pick up coal. Oh, none of these have links on.
This hasn't got... Oh, yeah,
I've just put that one on. You're going to have to go forward a bit and then back it back up, Paul, so I can put a link in.
okay.
Got some good acceleration, that locomotive.
Well, it's got empty cars, yeah.
I'm doing the switch for you now. Switch is set.
Definitely did disable autosave. Yeah, I did. It's not that then.
So you're saying, Chris, that Steam locomotives don't like accelerating that?
What he's saying is,
You good?
Chris's Steam locomotives can't do this.
That's because they're toy ones.
Well, they're scale locomotives, so obviously they're going to do a scale
Yeah,
kind of speeds.
Yeah, they're toy ones.
It's because they're electric underneath. He just fake puts coal in them.
You good to go?
Roseanne has an update for autosave plugin, but it actually says it disables it completely. Not sure what you mean. I updated all the plugins beforehand. I know they disabled it because it doesn't work, but I had it disabled anyway in Railroads Online Extended because it's in the base game.
Just that the base game version likes to crash your game.
Well, that's not true though. Because it's crashed without the autosave, so it's something that's unstable in the
Yeah,
save.
well, it's crashed it twice now with the full save after 5 minutes.
It's a beta. It's not stable.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Full
obviously.
stop.
That's the whole point of a beta.
But don't forget they're on Unreal 5, so they're on a new engine.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference.
You good?
Right, we set the points, pups.
Doing it now. Where are
Safe
we
to
off
say the
to?
first crash wasn't related to saving, was it?
Yeah.
But all the other ones we think are because of that.
Where are we off to?
Get the wood.
Oh, we need beams, don't we?
We get the heavy stuff first.
I'm loading, by the way.
Where do we get steel from? Where the rails, I should say?
We're able to
Steelworks?
get from the smelter, don't you?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
I think I had a smelter, because isn't the smelter rails and...
Oh, Paul,
Raw iron.
Paul, I'm not setting points, I've teleported to see what's here.
Well, the points should be fine, since you're coming where I'm. Just don't crash into the back of me.
My trains are more real
I
than
would just
Sean's
double
laugh.
check all of them points. Paul.
Ross.
Oh, Chris. I feel like something's slowing this train down. Something's going to break on it.
Yeah, I think it's just the locomotive that does it.
You've
It
got
seems
the
to
third
brake by
car from
itself.
the rear has got the brake on.
Yep.
Or that.
Well done, pups.
My bad. So we've only got 6 rails in stock.
Somebody needs to deliver some iron ore then. Or probably cordwood, because it likes to eat cordwood, the smelter.
Well, it needs everything.
Yeah. So, deliver some other stuff then. Guess you need to do a cordwood run then.
Yeah, but then does the iron ore mine actually have any iron ore?
Well, before I logged off earlier on today, I filled the iron ore mine with beams and lumber, and the iron ore was full. I don't know what you guys have done since then.
Nothing.
I haven't
right,
moved
so,
anything at all.
So in theory, there is a full
Yeah, there is.
load of iron ore plus the beams and lumber to be made into iron ore in the excess that's left.
Okay, so where am I
Paul.
going then?
I think the cordwood carriages are in the sidings if they're still there. I don't know if there's sidings
They're
there
not
anymore.
at the moment.
Well, you need to find the cordwood carriages and get a train and go down to the sawmill and get some cordwood while I go up and get some iron ore.
The cordwood is at the logging camp.
Logging camp, sawmill. You have to ask Sammy where all the traders have been put.
At the moment, the cordwood cars are on the upbound main line, not connected, which I'm now about to do.
Engine yards, I think, Tommy.
That's some construction somebody's made there.
It's a rip symbol. As in, I'm not reattempting to build the roundhouse for the 5th time.
I thought you put some tracks in that. Although they're not drive-through, are they?
Nope, not those ones.
Isn't that like a shed-like one? That's drive-through.
Yeah, that has no tracks in it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So do you want this consist of cars that I'm putting together then, Paul?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get some stuff up to the coal mine, so I don't know what you've got.
You'll need to take them cordwood carts, Paul, and bring coldwood down to where I'm at,
Okay. I can't turn
which
around,
is the smelter.
can I? I suppose I can pick them up and reverse into them.
Well, if you go down and back up to them, because you can turn around on the Y to head back to the correct way at the logging camp. If you're using these cars, these are cordwood cars. You might just have to shove Betsy out the way.
That smoke trail bet is leaving.
I think they just stop all protesters on these.
That's how they got to the snooker pole.
Do you think they bought a ticket to get in?
They had to.
Front row, so they spent some money.
Wow.
'Cause you get scanned on the way in. I love that my train is still on the rails, but it is currently sat at a 45-degree angle.
What did you do?
Now, it's literally on the rails, it's just at a weird angle.
Right. Well, that's me loaded again. Actually, looking at it, I might as well unload the log train.
So have you got iron ore cars on the back, Pups?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I don't need to go move that strength portal or unload cordwood.
No, because I need to take iron ore down so we can get rails.
The sound cuts out when I tab over to the map thing, Lars.
Wasn't there like a setting you could change so it doesn't cut out anymore?
Nope.
Or like a config file?
Look,
That
Chris,
was in the
If I
if I
previous
tab out
game, wasn't it?
crisps and do this, see that? When I'm interacting with that map there, the sound cuts out.
I'm guessing you saved all.
I'm on 8 minutes before I save again.
Okay.
Right. So I got a load of stuff from the sawmill, right?
Logging camp. So you'll have to back out to the main to then be going forward. Unless you want to switch tracks and...
I was going to back out to the main. Captain. Yeah, there's no option for it to, like some games, if you tab away, it loses the sound, in others it doesn't, and in some games you get an option. And I can't see one for tabbing out of the game and not losing sound.
The last time you edited the INEI file, didn't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Was that an
I
indie
remember
file?
you edited something, and then it
Yeah.
didn't drop out anymore.
I thought it did.
Yeah, there was an INI that you modified in the base game.
Yeah, and I modified exactly for this reason, because when I tab out and there's no sound, people are like, oh, is my audio broken?
Yeah. You were happy and belated, I seem to remember, that it worked when you actually did it on the main branch.
Yep, but I forgot it was an INI file. And I don't know why it's undone that setting then. I think they should have added some new mini missions to Consim to release a new vehicle pack. No. Well, yes and no. Like, the DLC should, for JCB, if you buy a JCB pack, it should contain JCB vehicles, not new stuff to do. I get what you're saying, but that only applies to you if you finish the game. Yeah? If you haven't finished all the game missions, you can just go and do random contracts anyway.
That's the next update, isn't it? They're adding a new campaign branch.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's like the new map comes later, but I think in the next one you get a big campaign on both maps.
Yeah, so Q3 is a campaign and Q4 is the new map.
We looked at it yesterday. Was that
I
perhaps?
think it was yesterday. I know we looked at it.
We definitely discussed it over. Tom was there, wasn't he? We definitely discussed it.
What is them picking up?
Cordwood
To take down to what, the
smelter.
smelter?
So you need to head to the southern side of the sawmill. Logging camp, sorry.
See, I keep doing the same, Sammy.
Nah, Chris, I'm just a pro, mate. That's all.
Do you know what I mean, Paul? At the logging camp?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it me? Does the audio cut out? Can I just bash my head on the desk for a second? Does anybody mind?
Let me do that for you, Paul.
One second. Okay, I feel better now.
Can somebody find the path name for the INEI file, please? And I will remind Paul to do it after we finish.
It just goes back to, what was it the other day people kept asking? Oh, it was the whole, if you don't press apply thing, it won't apply.
Oh, yeah. Because they didn't know that if you press OK, then it does apply as well. It does, Gordon, yes. But you can get around it with an ini file change in Railroads Online, which it seems to have undone for me. I like the casual rain while you're loading the logs. Quite nice. Where it bounces off the platform. Do not undo it. Different configuration file for two versions of the game. So you reckon because I've gone to the... It was doing it on the non-beta though. I'm pretty certain it was. I wonder if it's in the same place as the save game. Config. Windows, is it that one? Game user settings, game ini file.
You do a save, Paul.
6 seconds till my alarm goes off.
So yes.
There we go. Right, we'll just stop that.
Is that 15 minutes or is that?
That's a 15-minute window right there.
Oh, okay.
And that's saved and locked in. New timer has been started. Actually, that was 16 minutes. More or less.
The path to change the file is there. TL Heart, what's the line that needs to be changed from presumably a 0 to a 1?
What does it say?
Or is it true to a false? I can't remember.
Where is this
I
being
think it-
posted exactly?
It's in Twitch chat at the
chat.
moment.
App data, local ARR, saved config windows.
So literally the file, and then game user settings.
I
I was already in that path, but there's a game.ini and there's a game user settings, and I think it's that one. But I don't know what to add at the bottom. I think, if I remember, you add something. There's a setting that basically says like on audio on loss of focus, keep the audio. I can't remember the setting though. But I found the ini file.
To
It's
add
add
these
to
two
engine.
lines.
It's add them to engine.ini. That's the other file. Engine.ini. It crashed.
Rip.
Luckily, I just saved it. Fatal error.
Is it because you added a config file or something?
doubt it. It's been crashing before.
I don't think it's that. I'll put the setting in there anyway.
As long as you did that, Paul, that's all that matters.
Oh my god, fuzzball. Really?
Can we just time anybody out who says that now?
Let me just double check that I've got that setting. Engine. No, it got rid of it. Wow game. As if you got rid of that.
So this is just a single line that you add.
1 second. Let me quit the game. I've got a feeling it's obliterating this setting, you know.
Probably because it's running.
Right, saved it while it's not running.
I'll be obvious.
Start it up. Yep. Actually, it moves it to core system. It was in its own audio section. It moves it up to core system. I've got a feeling that won't work. Yeah, because when I tab out, audio goes. So it doesn't work.
Yeah, but doesn't the game need to be rebooted in order for it to take the INEI from load?
Well, no, the game was closed.
Was it? Oh, okay.
So if I quit the game now like that, that setting it must be wrong. There's something not right.
Well, that was in theory is UE4, but
Because I'm putting it in the audio section like what he says, but then when the game starts, it messes with the ini file, and the first thing it does is take that option, unfocused volume multiply, moves it to the core.system section and removes the audio section completely. And then that doesn't do anything. So it keeps the setting, but probably not in the right place, maybe.
Need to add both lines, audio, and then...
Yeah, I have got both lines TL hard. Look, I'll show you what I'm doing. Right. So I've just messed with this, right?
Yeah.
That's a screenshot of the bottom of my ini file. You can see the one above it that it moved there. Right, so that's what it looks like right now. And now I'll start the game. And you'll see what happens. So game starts up. If I go back to Notepad, it says the file's been changed. Do you want to load it? Yes. I click load. And now, weirdly enough, it's kept it in the same place, but it's not made any difference because when I tab out... No, it works now. I swear to God, this game. Wait, that's so weird. I'm not messing about.
Oh, it's going great today.
If I have it like that, it works. I'm leaving it. It moved it up, but when I added it back again, it went, oh, I'll leave it then.
Paul, I think I'm going to go and get a beer.
I've already got a beer lined up for 35 minutes' time. But you go for it.
Warships, lol.
Can't be any worse than the games I played this morning.
Right, it'll be the right save file. Twitch 1919. That one.
A pint of whiskey, please.
You got a nice cloudy IPA. That's exactly what I've got.
And I have a lovely cup of Yorkshire tea. Thank you all for asking.
Right. Server is up.
I don't know if I want to rejoin, Paul.
I mean, you have to wonder, is it
I know.
is it the game or is it like Railroads Online Extended causing the problem?
It could just be even the amount of us, like, because it's on a new engine, it's trying to sync loads of new data.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables.
Like on Unreal Engine 4, it was all set in stone.
Oh, look at this. I can tab out and it doesn't lose audio.
That's fantastic.
That's
isn't it?
amazing.
Game changing is what it is.
Yeah, but Paul, the question is, did you press apply and then OK?
Pups, I know it would be quite painful to time you out, but sometimes you go to that line
Worth it.
to the point where I just think, actually, it's worth it.
I think you should time Alex out, Paul, and see if he notices.
What snooker match did you see? We saw Mark Allen play some of the most boring snooker ever against, is it Feng Shui or something? Can't remember his name now.
I can't remember, Paul.
I think it's Feng Shui, I think it was. And then the next day we watched...
Hang on, I'll get it up.
Who do we watch the next day?
1 sec.
Wasn't Jack Lisowski this year, he was on the other table.
Yeah, we watched Mark Allen versus Fan... whatever you said.
Yeah.
And then it was it? Yeah, it was Wilson versus Stroppy.
We didn't watch Karen Wilson.
No, as in Gary Wilson.
Oh yeah, Gary Wilson.
Versus
The guy with the crooked head
Salazar.
when he plays.
Yeah, SLSR.
Sort of lines up like that, and his head's like, eh. Yeah, I stayed overnight. I mean, you know, it's like, it's a 3-hour drive, so you could drive up there and then just watch the afternoon session and then drive home, but it's a long day.
It's even longer if your trains getting cancelled and delayed.
That'll never happen, Sean.
What, UK rail network is amazing. What are you talking about?
It's like the most dependable thing in the world.
We invented it. We're the best at it.
Oh, if only that was true.
It works as well as everything else in this country does. Should have had a cheeky beer. Dude, I had a few.
And I even tried whiskey.
Well, you tried
shortcut.
Jack Daniels and Southern Comfort. We never managed to get you down to the single malts, mate.
On the whiskey scale, it's not even quite a W, is it?
It's like saying we gave you a Starbucks and you say you've tried coffee. I would kind of take issue with it.
Well, there's always next time, Paul.
Good analogy, Paul. I like that.
I'll pop down to yours in the summer, Paul, and I'll give them all a try.
Well, all the whiskies.
Yeah. I may need to pitch a tent in your back garden because I don't think I'll be walking by the end of it, but...
Oh.
So what we need is then, Paul, is a whiskey tour with a designated driver.
Right, I could be that. Just give me like a year to get my full license.
Well, I can't be a designated driver. I don't drink.
Yeah, but Frem, you're kind of in the wrong country.
Well, there's roads linking the two of them. And, well, not the roads, there's a train. But, you know.
I don't know where the nearest whiskey distillery is that does it all. Probably all
Norfolk.
up in Scotland, aren't they?
Knight could also be the designated driver. He doesn't drink. So I'll go on the whiskey tour with you two, and Knight can drive us.
Well, Knight doesn't drink.
Nope.
I'd love to go to the Scotland tours.
And I'm the closest one to Scotland out of all of us.
As I sit here, I'll be closer to a whiskey distillery than you are.
I don't even know some, so...
No, there is a whiskey distillery in Norfolk.
Yeah, but maybe there's one near me.
Did they have a tour, though?
I don't know, 'cause I don't even know there is one.
I was talking to Sommy.
Well, you didn't make it clear, Paul, did
Well, I thought
you?
it was clear. Sommy answered.
Well, I did answer, but I got talked over by pups, you know, as usual.
He does that a lot. He likes the sound of his own voice. There's another train coming in just as I'm going out. Is that Vrome or somebody else on the way in?
Me.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
me.
just leaving the freight depot and I'm on the way to the sawmill.
Check the points, depending on whether you want north or south.
You can't really say there's a gin tour near me because you don't have a clue where I live.
I would love to go on a gin tour. I think Mr. Squirrel would too.
Oh, 100%, Paul.
There are two tours available. One is £22.50 and the other one is £35.
What's the difference?
There is a 2.5 hour tasting available, which is £85.
2.5 hours. That one I went on at Tring cost me 10 quid.
Yeah, well, this is whiskey, mate. You know what it's like.
Rip off, man.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Did you take the class 48, Sammy? In the lock
Yeah, I moved it out of the way.
Right.
I didn't know what Paul's plan was to get down to the smelter.
Okay, I have a couple of distilleries near me that do tours. I've got a gin distillery that is 10 miles from me that does a tour.
Whiskey is rank, in your opinion and your taste buds, yes.
And genuinely, the feel is that is you've probably not had the right whiskey or been drinking it correctly.
What, you mean it don't come in a shot glass, Subby?
No.
Amazing.
I remember your face when it turned up to the table. You was like, what is this?
I just... Most of it was like, there was two things going through my mind. Number one is like, how have the people behind the bar even served it like this? And my second thing was, how did Alex accept it like that?
Yeah.
So it was like, mine was blown on two levels.
And I was getting really stressed out on how they were pouring pints. That was the bit that got me. It's not difficult to pour a pint.
I think it depends if you've been trained or not. Lefroy is a nice whiskey, Kodiak. I've got some of that. Special occasion whiskey, that one.
Essex boy will want a pint flat. I would like to try a proper whiskey though.
You like rum in the summer and whiskey in the winter? It's odd.
Okay, so I've got whiskey closer to my desk than beer, so I'm going to have a whiskey.
That's a nice amount of logs in that pond.
Yeah, it's quite full up on logs.
Well, with nice I meant there's 69 in there.
And I'm the childish one.
Well, it's good that you can finally admit it, Pups. It's the first sign of recompense, isn't it? Admitting you have a problem. Cheers.
Cheers, Sammy.
You're welcome, I'll join you soon. All we could say about this game is it drives you to drink.
And my locomotive is desynced again.
Well, Chris, I don't actually have a tea addiction.
Oh, who's that coming down there?
That would be me.
You
I've
haven't
got
changed
to
any
stop.
points down there, have you?
No, I'm just going to wait for you to move out the way. I've got the other ingredient we need.
Where you going down the hill backwards?
Yeah, why not?
That's how it rolls.
Yes. And you just always derail the locomotive to the other side.
Oh, there goes the train.
Rip.
I didn't change anything.
Well, on Railroads Extended, it looked like it was set straight.
On my screen, it's set the way it's meant to be.
On the rails extended, it's set one left, one right.
I was gonna say,
And
I
that
didn't
one's been
touch it.
flipped because that was changed.
I was going to say, I haven't touched it. I was in the train in first-person view, so I can't even open a map.
Yeah,
I haven't even been there, near there.
I don't understand.
And
Sync
on my
things
thing,
again.
yeah, on mine screen, it's set properly, so...
I guess some desync happened somewhere.
Question is, there's not going to be enough space to re-rail all of these.
Oh, doesn't like that. Wait. This is messy.
Yep.
Yeah, cars only want to re-rail on straight sections.
Could you just pull your train forwards, perhaps?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We're going to have to take a... Actually, I don't know if this is going to go backwards or not.
The heck? Okay, that car's not railed properly.
Yeah, it's doing weird things. Is that good, Summer?
Yeah, that's good. Just want a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
Are you doing that one?
Yeah.
Do you want me to pull that lot forward now?
No, carry on back.
Don't know if this last one is on or not, Summer.
It's going to have two chances. If I need to re-rail it behind the two that is placed past the Y, that's fine.
The track just changed and I haven't touched anything.
I'm not touching any truck.
That's fine.
I'm not touching it.
It's because Paul entered from that side, so it sprung to where it
Okay.
should have been. And then Pups, can you click the Y? Hang on, Paul, brake. Right, and that's set straight, yeah?
Yep, I'm just making
Cool.
sure these links are ready
Carry
to
on
go.
back. Yeah, they should be. Back, please, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a pin in that one, Summer? Yeah, okay.
Just a thought, but did it switch because Sean got too close to the switch?
No, I was...
When I looked at Railroads Online, it didn't move on Railroads Online. It was always set the way that it was set,
I was going to say...
which was wrong. But
Yeah, but on my screen was right.
Right.
You're all connected back up, Paul.
Okay.
all the brakes are off,
I
all
need
the
to
pins
push
are
back
in.
so I can flick this switch.
Switch is flipped, I think.
Yeah, I just did it. all the brakes off on those cars?
Yep. I think they should be, whether you just want to click through on extended.
I mean, I can run on it and check.
Oh, it's just because the brake handles are, you know, in different orders now.
Don't think we have a single train where the brake handles are in a line.
Back 4 are off. So it'd just be the front 2 need checking.
It'd be nice if you just on open controls just like brakes all or something. It would just flip the brakes and everything, and all off, all on. So then
Maybe
have
that's
enough good
something
one.
Alex could add.
Nah, he's in code anymore. He's retired.
Right, so Sammy, is it now facing on my train?
Looks like it.
I'd need to reverse in behind Paul.
On extended, it looks like it's on your track.
Here goes nothing.
Is this on unload on the second platform?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go really slow because of the kink.
I'm standing by.
Meanwhile, we're having a sunset in the game.
Like, super slow.
Hey, Paul.
That's slow enough.
That's perfect.
Why doesn't the light work on this thing?
What do you mean it doesn't work?
How do you turn it on?
You have to go and
You
click
have
it.
to go outside and click it because it's
serious?
a gas lamp. You have to turn on manually.
And then that shuts down the
electric.
camera, so you can't see anything else.
You didn't buy the one with the electric lights.
I didn't know it had one electric light. It doesn't tell you that. It just has different styles of light.
Yeah, but one of them. Not sure if it was on this one, but one of them just adds a generator on the side.
I was going to say, there's no generator on this thing, so... Unless the light comes with a generator.
Well, it does. The option that has electric lights adds a generator to your locomotive. As far as I know.
One
Not
day,
sure on that one.
one day you'll be able to drive into the engine yard and just reconfigure the thing.
That would be nice.
One day.
You're done.
Lovely.
So the 2 points in front of you are not correct.
Yeah, they are. One is.
One is, and then the next 2 are not.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going now, though.
Back to the way you picked up.
Why?
Because you still need more down here?
Got some raw iron being made. And some rails.
We definitely need a longer iron train.
I'll buy another car then.
Yeah, they're quite expensive, those gondolas.
Like, because it takes 10, and this takes 1,000. So I'm doing 20 in a whole trip, which takes like 25 minutes.
Well, we've got $3,000 now. How much is a car? Gondola?
850.
850. So we could get you 3. No, I don't think this... Actually, it does have a rear light.
Yeah.
Perhaps didn't turn it on, or whoever turned it on.
Sammy.
If you're in the cab, you can just turn it on from inside.
There you go. Woo! Looks pretty cool, actually.
Alright, so am I taking this train back to the freight depot to get more parts?
I don't know. Am I going to keep moving my mic away when I talk? You can't actually hear me when I'm talking. You literally, you do this every day, Pops, and I keep saying it, and you still do it.
It's a really bad habit, okay?
Yeah, well, change it, mate.
Or, I tell you what, Paul, you know when we buy him a keyboard with a shift key on it?
Yeah.
We could send him a boy band mic, you know, like me and you were when we would get this rig stream.
Boy band mic.
Yeah, buy him a boy band mic, and then he can't get away from it, can he? It'll constantly be in front of his mouth where it needs to be.
I don't mean to!
Rather than, you know, just being completely in the opposite direction.
I've never had an issue with a headset mic, to be honest.
Imagine using a headset, man.
Yeah.
Of all the technology and Kickstarters you buy from,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it annoys me that I can't go east-west, like, near the sidings. I think I know how to make it happen, but that's for another day.
I've got an idea. Whether it will work or not, I have no idea.
Just cross piece across the south of that hill. Just go across that way.
Yeah, that hill's quite extreme though, so the cross would have to be quite a long way down, and then you'd want another cross on the other line.
Or we bridge over it or something, but it's because you've got to elevate up for the sawmill anyway. You might as well start a climb earlier. But it's just like irritating that I have to, because if the sawmill is not available, which is not because Rome's on it, I can't loop round it.
Yeah,
I have
and
to reverse up.
It's even like the limitations of having somebody loading and not being able to use that line, as you say. Like, it's just about okay on the log unload side, but with the log unload side, it's still, you sometimes have to wait if there's somebody unloading logs.
Yep.
I've got 2.5 cars to load still.
Paul's already committed, he's gone past the point.
No, enough.
So, Pups, do you want me to run some cars to you, or are you coming back to the freight depot?
I'm on my way back to the freight depot.
Okay.
I'm just traumatized. Now I'm really cautious about where my microphone is.
Yeah, whatever. Give it 24 hours.
Give it less than that.
I was being optimistic, Paul. Come on.
I need a device that can, like, wherever I turn, it just follows me.
Yeah, a boy band mic.
Moon Shadow, it's on the hang on. It's on the dev branch. Keep forgetting that there's no cross here. Can't just go down and reverse back. I have to remember to switch over before, because there's no way back. I'm going to put another piece in there. Wait, did somebody just move that?
I did.
I wonder what Focus Interactive's goal is now with buying Dovetail. Like, obviously it's after the Train Sim IP, but it must have something in mind. And does it mean they'll continue with the way Dovetail does things with DLC, or will they kind of change it up a bit? Do it in more like Seasons and SnowRunner and things?
I hope they change it.
These lights look awesome even in daytime.
Yeah, in the old updates, where you turn them on, it just lit up the thing. Not that it didn't lit up the light at the floor.
That Morse code still makes me listen every single time we ride past it.
Lol.
That's not enough, is it?
Nope. About half a car length. Yeah, you'll do. Oh, that's broken then.
What is?
So on Railroads Online Extended, you can't control the cranes.
Did you used to be able to?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Oh, hang on. Okay, I've just reloaded the same screen. Whatever.
I
Not
can
even-
tell you're
not-
having so much fun,
I'm
son.
not even questioning it anymore. Like,
Like, you're having the time of your life.
Yeah, it is snowing now. Encoders love snow.
I think you should go into the settings and put the snow sandstorm on.
you're full pull. Car length. Half, quarter, stop somewhere.
It's correct.
So you coming towards me there, Sean?
Well, I was reversing back into where we buy stuff, but the game just crashed. So
I saved it 6 minutes ago, but given that it's 8 o'clock, I think that's enough crashing for one day.
Yeah, and my train just derailed.
Well, let's hope they update it and make it a bit more stable.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is a beta branch, so hey ho. Right, well, I guess we're leaving it there then, peeps. Next week is the F1 again, isn't it?
yes,
But we worked out it's on at 12 p.m. or something.
yes.
So I'll have to come up with some
That's
mystical
it, man.
way.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Some mystical stream times for Sunday. It's 2 hours in it, so it'll be like 12 till 2 or something. Oh, game's closed on me.
Mine is still going, and I'm doing burnouts.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll be streaming Saturday normal. Sunday, I'll have to work around the F1. If I premiere the video, the JCB thing, I'll post in Discord as well, just to post a link there, so that you know what's going on. 8 or 12, Chris. Barely
Or
that.
just do 2 to 8. It's only losing 2 hours of the stream.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's a bit too early, that. Anyway, so yeah, I'll let you know about the JCB stuff. But other than that, have a great week. Thanks to you guys for playing. Do you want to say good night?
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
And thanks to the mods as well. Give me some love, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe and all that. Love you all. Good night.